Hello my hunting friends, we are here with new Hornady equipment for reloading. Last few years have a lot of problem with buy ammunition on European market. Was the Corona and war in Ukraine, and now it's the problem how found enough ammunition, and the price grew up very quickly. If you are hunter who hunted a lot of predator or selection or something like this, gamekeeper, or if you are shooter and targeting, you need this equipment for reload. I'm totally beginner in this side, and I try bring my friend Zlatan Alicevic to help me. He make me the list what I need for this equipment for reloading, and he it's sniper expert and expert for reloading, and he try to explain us and me what it's in which box and for what is. He make me munition few years. We tested a lot of different bullets. It's one story. We try to in new video explain this side, but now is the introduce the equipment for reloading first time. Zlatan, take your place.
Okay, Igor, thank you very much for inviting me to help you with this new equipment, and welcome to the reloading community. It is already very long traditional community, and I'm glad that you participate. I hope that I will help you with some roughly 20 years experience in reloading, and give you for the beginning basic knowledge about equipment which is purchased and ordered and purchased and arrived here, what we can see here. So from where we will start? Of course, from the beginning. So first, what we need when we start for reloading is a basic machine. It's a lock and load classic loader. It's a machine for loading a bullet in a case, and this is the most massive and big machine in the whole group. Of course, you cannot fill a case if you don't have a filler, a machine which will fill a case with the powder, with the gunpowder. And this is really nice machine with a digital display. He can help you not just to decide how much grain you have to load, but help you also to do that automatically. So she just repeating all the time measurement you gave as a standard, and she will reply all the time and fill each case you put inside. So it's a very practical and very useful machine. Of course, you have to measure before that and check from time to time, which I strongly recommended to check, because this machine has a weighing, it's not a problem. But from time to time I like to check how much really machine fill. Is it any inconsistency in filling? Maybe from time to time, and that could happen, not very often, but it's if you're looking for very precise, highly accurate loading and bullet, it's good to have a double check whenever you can. Of course, you need a dice for working with the cases, with the bullets. Hornady making extremely nice dice, very accurate, very precise. This is a high quality machining work, and they're working absolutely reliable. Also, this is the first part. Before then you fill the powder in the case, you need to do priming with the primers. there is different primers for different calibers. Small primers mainly for small calibers like 223 or 222 or 6 millimeters, some of them like 243. And there is a large primers which are mainly present in the medium and large calibers. Large primers can be, and they are divided in two groups, standard and magnum. You often use the 300 Winchester Magnum
and 308.
and 308. So this is two different. For 300 Winchester Magnum, you need Magnum primer, of course. And for 308 Winchester, you need standard large primer. So there is difference between two calibers, and you have to be very careful about that to not make the switch between them. However, bigger Magnum calibers can use standard large primers. This is not a big mistake. It's only question how accurate bullet will be. Opposite is not good solution, definitely. So this is a basic equipment when you want to start just to create first bullet. But when you already have a fire bullet like this one, so the case is left, what we have to do? We have to deprime case. From time to time we have to measuring how long the case is. Do we need to do any shortening of the case? And when we know exactly how long have to be, then of course you will find that in literature. Then you know, shall we reduce the length of the case, or perhaps should be enough to stay for another filling. Very often you don't have to do the shortening, because 2, maybe 3 times the case will remain the length which is inside of standard, meaning that the shortening is not necessary. Only when you see that and measuring that your case became too long, longer than it is recommendation by the reloading books, then you should do the shortening. And that you will do with this machine. This is excellent machine for shortening cases. Excellent, very precise machine, working extremely well. Okay, a few words about these two boxes. As you can see, here we have a rotary case tumbler and media separator. Why they are here? I personally prefer very much to clean cases after firing. Because after firing you have inside the cases, particularly inside the cases, residua from the gunpowder which are burned, but they stick on the walls inside of cartridge, inside of case. And I prefer to clean that completely. On that way I have absolutely clean and brand new cartridge for filling. Here you see that this tumbler have an opportunity or possibility to use water, which is very good. Combination of water and metal parts which are together packed with a tumbler give very nice combination with some detergent, some cleaning solution, and clean the cases completely. Usually that take from 45 minutes to 1 hour working. Machine has a limitator, exactly timer, and you just switch on, put on 1 hour and go to work something else. Very practical, very good solution. When the rotary tumbler finish, this media separator helps you to separate metal parts from the cases. Very practical solution. Easily separate. You put the metal parts back in the tumbler and he's ready for the next cleaning. We have two different calibers here. Small 222 and 300 Winchester large one. You have to know how much you can put in the tumbler, how many cases you can put. Usually such a big calibers like 300 Winchester is enough if you put 100, maybe 150 pieces in a tumbler. Do not put too much, because you then put too much pressure on the whole system, on the belt, and the whole machine will, duration of the machine will be shorter. It's better to put less, plus cleaning is perfect. Of course, such a small cases, you can put them 200, 300, no problem. And they all will be clean, absolutely perfect. Okay, let's say a few words about essential part, which is a bullet. We start with the bullet and finish with the cartridge. So, to get this, we need few elements, of course. We need a shell, which is fired, case, which is fired. We need a bullet to fill after that. And of course, we need the primers. Primers which will ignite gunpowder inside. It's very important to be very careful which bullet we use for which caliber. And this is essential part of the reloading. How to merge bullet, case, powder and primer to work absolutely perfectly. This is the holy grail of reloading. And that's why a huge number of the shooters and hunters use reloading, because on that way they can create absolutely perfect product, perfectly suitable for their rifle, for their hunting purposes, for their shooting purposes. And this is the most important part of reloading. It's not just a question about profitability. Is it cheaper or more expensive? It is really essential part how good product we can create, how perfectly we can adapt a bullet to the rifle to produce absolutely perfect scoring group. I believe that we have to make some special talk about one essential part of the reloading equipment. It's die. Dies are different for every caliber, of course, because we have a different size and each die have to perfectly be suitable for each caliber. Usually here we have two dies. One is for sizing a bullet, sizing a case actually, and the other one is for sitting a bullet to the case. So the case can be sized completely, which means full length size, which sizing full length of the case, or can be neck size, meaning that size only a shoulders of the case. So those are a different approach. Each is good, there is no mistake, whatever you choose. Here one is a full length. Personally, I like full length because full length gives me a shape of the cartridge always the same as it was on the beginning. Other die is for sitting a bullet inside of case and can be regulated by the height, meaning that the total length, overall length of the bullet can be different, can be shorter or longer, depends what we want and what is recommended for each caliber. So this is a special chapter we will talk about when we start to discuss about each part of the reloading process separately.
Zlatan, thank you very much. That was first part of introduce the equipment. In second, we go out with this and try reload. We tested different type of bullets, different type of powder, and that we made it the best. You tell them we try to make the best bullet for the hunt and for the precision.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It will be a very nice experience for you to start to do something what you so far just firing through the barrel. Now you have to prepare everything what you have to do. So it will be adventure, but I believe it will be very interesting and very useful.
On the moment, I'm afraid it's a lot of this, but
yeah.
But I on the other side, I'm happy that learned something after 40 years in the hunt. learn something totally new.
Okay, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much for helping me.